Hey there, Forbes a couple days ago had an article called Design and Remodeling Industry is Bullish on Voice Control in the Home, and I just wanted to talk about that real quick. This article talked about how 1 in 3 homes have a smart speaker. That I thought that number was actually kind of low. It meant 100 million homes in the US would have a smart speaker in it. I thought it would be much higher than that, to be totally honest. Curious how people enjoy using those. 86% of the people who had them said they enjoyed their use. They made life more convenient. And one of the trade organizations the article was talking about talked about how tech is being included in the kitchen as a necessity. I'm curious about that because we have a lot of tech in our home, and specifically in our kitchen. Our dishwasher, I made sure when we bought it, could hook up to Wi-Fi and notify us when it was done. Same with our fridge. That's connected. Our washer and dryer are connected through an app. And while some of the notifications are nice and stuff, it hasn't really fulfilled like everything that I think it could possibly do in the future. But it does make some things more enjoyable. So another thing that they said is that tech is being included in the home as a necessity. As millennials and digital natives, as they like to term them, are being shopping more and buying homes more and more and more, they want to see tech included in the home. Now, I totally get that. I'm a tech nerd through and through. We've got a security system and lights and cameras and all sorts of stuff that I love. I can set the mood with our lights by simply saying a command, set the alarm system, do all kinds of things. It's awesome. But I thought it was interesting that they're looking at it as being a necessity, something that these younger buyers need to have or expect to see. The flip side of that I thought was really cool is that older people are using technology as a way to have more independence, be able to live independently, more conveniently, and longer. The voice control mechanisms in these technologies are helping older people to age in place in their homes. And by using the technology, and as they kind of dip their toes in and get used to it a little bit, and get a little bit comfortable, it's giving people who are looking to age in place the ability to do so much more comfortably and for a prolonged period of time. I think that's super cool. It's a promise of technology I don't think that we've always embraced or thought about. A lot of times we think that older people might be less inclined to embrace technology, but I think this shows that there's a big part of the population that sees the benefit of it, and if we can come alongside and teach them and help them use it, that they can benefit from that. So another interesting thing is I'm looking at this article. It says that only 1 in 10 use voice control in the kitchen. I thought that was interesting. Thought it would be much higher. One of the biggest uses of it is for setting timers in our house, setting timers, looking up recipes. It says that a lot of people use it for that, and then of course controlling appliances, which I don't know how much people do that. We don't do that in our house very much, but I also think that some of this stuff has a long way to go. My daughter, her name is Sailor, and she's 9 months old, so it's still fairly new to us, but Apple cannot figure out how my devices are constantly going off because of the S Lady constantly being triggered when I'm talking about or to my daughter. Now, I'm not the clearest speaker, so that's probably why, but just thought that was interesting, and something that I look forward to them fixing, improving, that sort of stuff. So, check out the article. I'll link it so you can look at it. But really what I want to know is from you guys, what types of home technology is super useful to you? What's the most beneficial and useful technology that you use, and how do you like to use it? I'm curious. Maybe because I'm a nerd, I'm far on one side, and I use it much more than anybody else, or much more regularly than a lot of people. And so I would like to know what most people use it for, and what their experiences of it are, because I can get frustrated, and I wonder if other people get frustrated and then don't use it. So just curious, shoot me a message, or actually even better, comment below with what your thoughts on technology in your home are.